Hello, beautiful people! Today, we're going to take a look at what people hear. It's all about sound, frequency range, sound pressure range, and the so-called hearing range. Enjoy! First of all, let's briefly go over what exactly sound is again. Of course, you can also take a look at our What is Sound video. From a physical point of view, all noises and notes and clicks and beeps are sounds. They all involve moving air somehow. For example, if you drop a book. Or when you speak through a megaphone, the membrane vibrates and displaces the air. Basically, the end effect is that air molecules are pushed out very quickly, and then push other molecules, and so on. This creates a sound wave. If the sound wave is squashed tightly together, the pitch is higher. If it is stretched further apart, the pitch is lower. We also call this the frequency. If the sound wave is small, the sound is quieter. A big sound wave is louder. We call that sound pressure level. So the sound pressure level describes the volume, and it's usually measured in decibels. So if I shout muffin really loud and with a really high pitch, I'm making a high frequency and a high sound pressure level. But wait a moment, who decides what counts as high? Great question, and that goes right back to biology. The human ear can only perceive a certain range of frequencies and sound pressure levels. That means that we only hear certain pitches and then only if they have a certain volume. And it's all related. We'll show you exactly how here. Check out this diagram. So you see two parameters. We have the high frequency along the x-axis. If we have a low frequency, we'd be here on this diagram. But the frequency on its own is not enough to describe a sound wave. The sound also has a certain volume, so our sound wave also has a certain sound pressure level. For example, if our sound is very loud, we'd be here on the diagram. Humans can hear best in the region in the middle of the diagram. That's why most music is also in this range of frequencies and volume. And speech, too. If it's outside this area, we don't hear it at all. Let's take an example. Someone is talking to you in a comfortably deep voice and at a good volume. Then we would be here on the diagram and you would probably understand him very well. Or maybe a sound is produced with a volume of 20 dB, but it's also very deep, let's say 0.05 kHz. Then we would be here on the diagram and you would not hear the sound. By the way, this area that can be perceived by the human ear is called the hearing range, or sometimes hearing field. You might even hear it called the auditory sensation area. Sounds cool, I guess. Last example, a sound with 100 dB and 30 kHz. That would be about here to the right of our hearing range, and as a human, there's no way you're going to hear this sound. But dogs, for example, can hear sounds above 20 kHz. But why be jealous of dogs' hearing when we humans can watch Game of Thrones? Okay, we're done. Just remember these points. The human ear can only perceive a certain range of frequencies and sound pressure levels. The volume and frequency range that we perceive best is in the middle of the hearing range. That area covers speech and music. Well, that's all, folks. See you in the next video.